On the 12th of March 2007, the actress Betty Hutton died. There was no prior announcement of the funeral, and not one of the three daughters attended. The silent solitude of her death was in direct contrast to the public's perception of her when she was at the height of her career. Betty was born Elizabeth June Thornburg at Battle Creek, Michigan in 1921. She had one older sister called Marion and a father who walked out on them when Betty was only 2 years old. They never heard from him again except for a telegram many years later to say that he had committed suicide. This was now America in the 1920s. Alcohol had been made illegal and speakeasies opened everywhere to cater for a thirsty public. The banning of alcohol sent the crime rate soaring. There was a lot of money to be made out of bootleg liquor. It was a time of mobs and mayhem, of fun and folly, and of haves and have-nots. Unfortunately, the Thornburg family were part of the have-nots. In a desperate move to care for her family, their mother opened her own speakeasy in the basement of their home to sell beer, which she made herself. As the police very much frowned on this type of operation, mother and daughters were constantly on the run from the police. Not only that, but their bootleg liquor operation often attracted undesirable characters who subjected their mother to acts of violence. At the age of 3, Betty began singing for the customers as a way to divert attention from her mother. Later, as she grew older, she was able to help further by singing for money in other bars and street corners as a way to alleviate the desperate poverty that now surrounded them. Eventually, they moved to Detroit, where her mother got a job in a car factory working for 22 cents an hour. To supplement their meagre income, Betty kept singing in bars and street corners and anywhere else that would earn them some extra money, for her mother was now a complete alcoholic. During her high school years, she began singing and dancing with the high school band. Her zany, full-on style won the audience over, and at the age of 15, she decided to drop out and try her luck in the world of showbiz. Her talent got her singing with Vincent Lopez and his band, and it was Vincent who suggested the name change to Hutton. Her style of singing made her popular with the audiences. At 19, she made her Broadway debut in a revue called Two for the Show with Eve Arden and Keenan Wynn at the Booth Theatre. When the show closed, she became one of the first artists to sign with the then new recording company, Capitol Records. Radio was now on the scene in a big way, and her records were a great success. Because of this, she made a few short movies for Warner Brothers and managed to get a part in another Broadway musical called Panama Hattie. However, this turned out to be a bitter disappointment when her big musical number was cut just before opening night on the orders of its star Ethel Merman. Hutton was so upset that the producer of the show, Buddy DeSilva, a man of many talents including songwriting, promised to make her a star if she got herself to... It also happened that he produced movies for Paramount Studios and was able to get her a major role in their next movie, The Fleet's Inn, in 1942 with Dorothy Lamour, William Holden and Eddie Bracken. This was her first big break. Betty Hutton was ready to take on the world, but was the world ready for Betty Hutton?
Laundry. Life was so calm and serene. Life was très gai till that unlucky day I happened to read that magazine. Why did I read that advertisement? When it said, since I rumba, Jim thinks I'm sublime. Why, oh, why did I ever try? I didn't have the talent, I didn't have the money, and sure did not have the time, boy. Arthur Murray taught me dancing in a hurry. I had a week to spare. He showed me the groundwork, the walk-around work, and told me to take it from there. Arthur Murray then advised me not to worry. It would come out all right. To my way of thinking, it came out stinking. I don't know my left from my right. The people around me can all sing a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Any resemblance to waltzing, it's just coincidental with me, 'cause Arthur Murray taught me dancing in a hurry. And so I take a chance. To me it resembles a 9-day tremble, but he guarantees it's a dance. Turkey trot, organ butt, don't know which, don't know what, jitterbug, bunny hop, long as you got it rock. Walk the dog, do the clock, Lindy hop, the you drop. Call the jack, back to back, cheek to cheek, your way. You've heard of Pavlova, well Jack, move over, make way for the queen of the dance.
Well, no sense of going home. The night's so young.
And you're so beautiful.
Now, wait a minute, my little minesweeper. How about you and me going for a nice long walk?
A long walk?
Yeah, just me and you.
I'd love it. Start walking.
Now, wait a minute. How far up there do you live?
Not far. Just a little bit past the second cloud. Guess I'll park the body out here. My Barney lays over my shoulder.
The movie was a big hit with audiences and critics alike, all reacting very favourably to this brash young newcomer. However, she had to wait another year before Paramount gave her her first starring role opposite Bob Hope in Let's Face It. She was again paired with Eddie Bracken for her next movie, The Miracle of Morgan's Creek. It was written and directed by Preston Sturges and was hugely popular and earned its director an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Screenplay. It is also regarded as one of the top 50 American films of all time.